Shay?
All right, let's get started. Shot or no shot. Bears training camp. Definitely under a microscope this offseason, but the news coming out of Hallis Hall has been overwhelmingly positive so far.
What's happening in there?
A little speaker action. Yesterday, Matt Eberflus talked about the new offensive cadence. There were some struggles at minicamp, but now he said it's been awesome how well they're getting into and learning new snap counts, how well they're getting in and out of the huddle. And Eberflus said it is all a testament to Caleb Williams, entirely on him. The effectiveness of the cadence and getting in and out of the huddle, getting into the snap, all of it to Caleb. Shot or no shot? Matt Eberflus is taking yet another shot at Justin Fields.
Shot.
Oh.
Shot. I mean, come on.
He's just telling you what he sees.
This is all credit to Caleb. Yeah, they made their choice. And I told the cult members in November, they're done. They're done with Justin. Absolutely not. They're getting a haul. They're trading. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, the old Hall.
Yeah, how'd that haul work out for you?
Hello.
The Hall's the backup quarterback in Pittsburgh, and Caleb Williams is the guy with the plan in his hand ready for the bear.
What's that?
The plan in his hand.
Oh, I see. Go ahead.
And did you see the quotes from DeMarcus Walker yesterday talking about how the national and LA media, he said, shame on them how they talked about this kid. Get to know him. Sit down with him in the cafeteria and you'll find out what a good kid he is and how hard he works. And then Keenan Allen said they both stayed at the hotel right by the practice facility during minicamp. They'd watch the NBA finals together and they would quiz each other. All right, here's the play call. And you had to go up on a board and draw it. He said, this kid knows everything about our offensive playbook. I love it.
I would say that's a no shot, Shay. I mean, I think there's two different things he's talking about there. It's not a direct shot at Justin Fields. It's just, I think he's just kind of telling you that that's the way it's supposed to look, more so than just throwing Justin Fields on the bus. That's the way it's supposed to look, to be able to command the huddle and all the things a quarterback's supposed to do. Shay.
Yeah, I'm with you, Hoodie. Cap came in on fire about Eberflus taking shots at Fields. I think Eberflus is just saying, we struggled with this at minicamp. We're not struggling with it anymore. Caleb's done a great job.
That's exactly right. And so it will happen. Cap will be straightened out by somebody at House Hall. He'll get a text, and he'll have to do an about-face about that. Here's Shay Norley.
Aaron Rodgers was asked.
I was told that it was not a shot at Justin Fields, Shay. You're wrong.
I didn't say that he went to the podium like intending to take a shot. It is just perceived that way.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He'll do an about-face. Don't worry about it, Shay. Just bookmark it.
No shot.
Go right ahead.
Aaron Rodgers joined the Pardon My Take podcast this week. Yeah. He was asked about his opinion on the Bears this season and said he actually likes them.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. It is Robbie. He's on TV back
there. Robbie Gold's on TV. Listen, you and I are good friends now because you're out of my life, and I wanted to do this interview just to be like, thank you, you're out of my life. Let's start.
But then the Bears lost to J. Love and the Packers twice last year.
I got some other issues I'm dealing with that are not. It doesn't pertain to you anymore.
Good.
I got other issues. I'm working through that.
Found a new love.
We got a new quarterback. I'm going to figure out.
How are we feeling? Feeling good about Caleb and all
so
the changes?
So
DeAndre Swift and
you like him.
Keenan.
You like Caleb. You think Caleb's a good quarterback.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I like Swift. I like Keenan.
DJ.
I like the receiver from Washington. He's
good. Rome.
Oh, and then of course you still got DJ.
Yeah, DJ. So
and Eberflus.
I think the team is almost good enough to beat the Packers.
You got out at the right time.
Almost good enough.
Come on, you got out at the right time. You knew that it was changing, so you're like, I got to get out of here.
Know about that.
So you can finish with your.
Who they got on defense? Montez.
Montez Sweat. Our secondary is pretty good.
I like Edmonds. Edmonds is a player.
We're gonna be. Yeah. And I know that you're.
I think it'll be a close game with the Packers.
I don't like how you're doing.
Do you take any? You still take any pleasure when the Packers beat the Bears? Or are you like yes?
I love it. Yeah, love it.
But you're a Jet now.
I am.
Once you're a Jet all the way.
So there you go. Bears almost good enough to beat the Packers in Aaron Rodgers' mind. Shot or no shot? If you gave Aaron Rodgers truth serum, he'd say the Bears are good enough to beat the Packers.
That's a shot. That he'll never admit it because he's, Packer at heart. I get it, but I completely believe he's looking, going, wow, they got something going on there in Chicago.
I think that if he was still with the Packers, he wouldn't feel that way. I think he's been that good against the Bears that no matter who they put against him, he would find a way. I think that he is admiring what the Bears are doing, but not to the point where he thinks that the Packers are low, because you mentioned J. Love. You mentioned him. He said he beat him twice, didn't he? So I think that he feels strongly that the Packers could still be able to beat the Bears. That's what I believe. He's just that daft that he believes that anybody can do it. I mean, seriously, I think he's a J. Love guy. I think he believes that J. Love can do it again. Another 2 wins against the Bear, no matter who the Bears have. Caleb Williams, he asked who's on the defense, Montez Sweat. He likes the linebackers. Yeah. You know, it is amazing. He still asked Green Bay questions. That guy's a Jet. All the questions should be about, hey, man, so you're such the great quarterback that you could just miss minicamp. You say that it's about football, but yet it's not about football for you, but it's got to be for everyone else. He's just a weird individual. He'll never win a championship again.
But I don't think he gets asked Green Bay questions except by our guy Big Cat, which is cool because Big Cat lives here now. He's back home.
And McAfee.
Yeah, he doesn't ask him too many Bear questions, though.
Oh, you liked it on McAfee every day.
I find Aaron compelling to watch and listen to, whatever he's talking about. I like him. I don't cheer for him. Hated him when he was a Packer quarterback, but I do think he's an interesting interview, and I think he gets asked that because Big Cat's a Bear.
Still holding out hope for that one-on-one with Aaron Rodgers, huh?
I don't want the interview. I want dinner.
Okay, so you don't want to talk to him on the record.
I don't need to. I want to just sit down and have dinner with him and talk about whatever.
That's about right. Shay?
All right, some news this morning. What is that tapping noise, by the way? Is anybody else hearing that, or is that my headphones?
No, I hear it. I don't know what it is.
It sounded like Cap was tapping his mic. It's
tapping
starting
a
to
thing.
frustrate the hell out of me. All right.
My hands have not moved. They're right here.
Sorry. Moving on. It was bothering me.
Well, if you want an answer, I can give you an answer, Shay. Would you like one?
Would love one.
Okay. This table is loose. It is. See that?
Oh, that's what it is.
See, that's what it is. It's a loose mic. Our mics are not tight.
Damn.
If you're pardon the expression. That's the problem. That's why when you hear Cap, I don't understand why the Cubs are... And that's why it sounds like that.
My hands are like they're not moving.
I mean, Hoodie, I swear I thought Cap was like...
Nope.
No.
it was driving me nuts. I'm sorry. Let's move on. Shot or no shot?
Shot.
Some news this morning on the west side. United Center owners, Reinsdorf and the Wirtz family, planning massive $7 billion mixed-use campus around the arena. It would include a music hall, housing, park, pedestrian-friendly spaces as a 10-year development project to overhaul the parking lots around the United Center. This is not a bash Reinsdorf, bash Wirtz family thing because they're doing something good. They're paying for this all privately. There is not expected to be a public tax ask, none of it. But it brings me to my question, the fact that they can afford to do this privately, shot or no shot, we'd like to see some of that money go into the teams.
It's a shot. It's always about the team first. You want to have this philanthropy and try to do things outside of sports, that's fine, but ultimately I want to see championships. I want the money spent on increasing your chances to win a championship. That's always first for me. I'm a sports fan after all.
Yeah, I think the Hawks are going to spend at the cap or right there.
As they should. This is more about the Bulls than it is about the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks, I think, are building something real.
Yeah, the Hawks won 3 cups. Now they're rebuilding. I get it. The fact that the Bulls and White Sox are 2 of the more pitiful franchises going in their respective sports, that's unfortunate. That falls right at one man's feet. Jerry, that's a fact.
We turn now to native West Sider Jay Moore with the rest of this story. A West Side with the green space, mixed income housing, and music hall and more. That sound something that should happen on the West Side?
Absolutely. We definitely need it. Yeah, absolutely.
Mixed income housing and a music hall and more. So I'm trying to figure out what that looks like. Are they trying to recreate the next Rosemont with housing? Cap?
I mean, Rosemont is pretty nice.
It is.
Rosemont's awesome.
It is. No question about it.
That
I
would
was
be
there
so
recently,
good on the west
and
side.
my wife even, she's like, Mayor Stevens has done an awesome job
But
here.
you understand the question I'm asking. I'm like, is that the kind of, I'm trying to envision what that looks like. Is that what it kind of looks like? I mean, based on the description?
Well, they don't have the housing in Rosemont that I think this is going to have.
Mm-hmm. Well, exactly. I'm just saying with a music hall, that's what I'm talking about. Like in a green space, all these things just fan-friendly.
And they have the green space in Rosemont where they do, I think like every Thursday night, they have yoga and Pilates. They do a lot of cool stuff. Concerts out there. They have a bunch of cool restaurants. We've been there with the station for Joe's Live.
Yes.
And Bub's City. So, yeah, super cool, man.
63,000 construction jobs, according to the piece in the Sun-Times.
That's a lot. Giving back to the community, and they're paying for it. All good.
2,000 permanent jobs. Really good.
Them paying for it is the big thing for me. As long as
Yeah.
you're not asking for taxes, because then you always question, is it going to get done in the amount of time that you say? Is it going to look the way that you say it's going to look? But right now, you drive over to the United Center, and like you come out of the beautiful West Loop area into the United Center district, it kind of looks dumpy. It's just
And-
rundown parking lots and chain link fence.
And Jerry and Rocky paid for the United Center themselves.
yeah.
And that
So-
thing has held up the test of time. That thing is gorgeous still.
I'll still be able to park there, right? I mean, you're not going to take away too many of my parking spaces. I'll still be able to get a good parking space in there, right?
I think a
We'll
parking
get you
facility is on the list of things that's going to be added here as well.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Just concerned. I want to make sure that you're not taking away one of my prime spaces for this whole project.
You know, it's the great myth of the parking lot because you have all these spaces that people buy up the lot and then they just hang on to it. And Jerry bought back a lot of those lots. But if you build a parking structure and stack them, it takes up less space. Imagine that.
That's correct. That's actually correct. If you stacked up your spot, it's not as much space.
Correct.
But do you do that in the west side?
Maybe our tourists will get you a spot over at the Advocate Center.
Around the NFL is coming up next. Albert Breer with the latest around the NFL with us as well at 8:35.